Canadian Bulldog from Wrestling Merchandise and Memories. That's merchandiseandmemories.com. And today we're talking about 5 dumb things about the Royal Rumble. Now, we here at Wrestling Merchandise and Memories love the Royal Rumble. Really, we do. We even have a required Royal Rumble reading section on our site. It's just that, well, there are a few things about the match that we don't exactly think make sense. Just before we get started, wanted to remind you that Wrestling Merchandise and Memories has more than 100 unique and conversation-starting top 50 lists on its site. Check it out at bit.ly/top 50 lists. The primary rule in the Royal Rumble is that people can only be eliminated if they're thrown over the top rope and both feet touch the arena floor, which is all well and good, except there's a huge loophole there. You don't have to stay in the ring. For example, Jerry the King Lawler spent several minutes hiding under the ring in the 1996 Rumble before he was discovered by Shawn Michaels and put back into the match. But that's just a comedy spot, one might argue. No one actually wins the match by doing that. Not true. In 1999, Stone Cold Steve Austin and Vince McMahon, the number 1 and 2 entrants in the match, spent the better part of an hour outside the ring, and McMahon won the match only by returning to the ring at the last possible moment. The way that the announcers tell it, anyone over 6'9" or 400 pounds is practically a lock to win the Royal Rumble. But tell that to the likes of Andre the Giant, The Big Show, Mark Henry, One Man Gang, Vader, and literally tons of other super heavyweights that enter the match every year. In fact, for every extra large Big John Studd or Yokozuna who have won the match, there are dozens of regular and even undersized guys like Rey Mysterio or Shawn Michaels who have also claimed victory. This may be one of these don't think about it too hard type of questions, but who, in kayfabe terms, arranged for AJ Styles to debut at the 2016 Royal Rumble? Not that it wasn't an amazing moment, that's not what we're saying, but was it a general manager? Was it Vince McMahon? Was it someone else? We ask the question because for every AJ Styles they bring out, there are also tons of totally random examples over the years, everyone from the squat team to Michael Cole, and from a way past his prime Honky Tonk Man to a way past his prime Superfly Snuka, people who don't even have the slightest chance of winning. This concept is even stranger in an era of feuding brands. Why would the heads of Raw or SmackDown send an unsigned nostalgia act or even a hot new free agent into battle with a title shot at WrestleMania on the line unless they were absolutely sure that the surprise entrant would sign with their brand upon winning? Earlier on, we referenced the 1999 Rumble, which featured Vince McMahon not spending a lot of time in the ring and benefiting from his cronies in the corporation attacking Stone Cold Steve Austin, including The Rock. This, of course, isn't the only time something like that's happened, as everyone from the Wyatt family to Bad Bunny to Giant freaking Gonzalez has been allowed to participate in ringside shenanigans, whether or not they were actually invited participants. And while we get this as professional wrestling, a sport where anything goes 99% of the time, it does create a huge logic gap. What's to stop, let's just say The Miz, from hiring 24 goons to run to the ring and eliminate competitors on his behalf until he's the last guy standing? Why wouldn't some heel attempt this trick every single year? If WrestleMania is the most important event of the wrestling year, then why would the challenger to the world title be determined in a match that has little to do with wrestling talent and a whole lot to do with luck of the draw and being able to not get tossed over the top rope? Hey, we're not saying that winning the Rumble isn't an accomplishment, it absolutely is. But should the main event for the promotion's biggest show really be determined this way? Why not a tournament or a multi-person match against the promotion's top competitors? Instead, what we're left with is most of these top contenders along with a field of randoms that at times has included Drew Carey, Gillberg, Mideon, Karma, Santina Marella, Hornswoggle, El Torito, Mantor, Sam Houston, Mason Ryan, Carlos Colon, Los Boricuas, the Mean Street Posse, Kai En Tai, and many others. At that point, even handing out lottery tickets to the wrestlers in the back seems to be a better system, no? What did you think about our list of 5 dumb things about the Royal Rumble? Leave us a comment below, be sure to like this video and subscribe for more great content from Wrestling Merchandise and Memories.